T like?
Hey,
What's T like? What's T?
Welcome back to Bobski with the Tea, and today I have a special guest here with me. He really been doing his thing, like really been doing his thing. So tell the people who Kyle Olani is.
What's going on, y'all? I'm an artist, entrepreneur. I just like to bring community together.
Okay, so recently I seen you did a book signing,
Yeah.
and can you tell us about that book that's now available?
I got you. So I'm a visual artist. I've been doing that for about 5 years now. I do primarily charcoal work, and so I just came out with a tabletop book that has a lot of my pieces from like the past 5 years, just telling the story of each piece, where I was and everything. So it's my first time I'm able to really make something that I guess a lot of people can have access to, since my work has been kind of scarce over the last 5 years. So it's been real cool.
Right, that's dope. That's definitely dope. And one thing I like about you is your consistency. So that's like a major key to anything that anybody is doing is consistency, and that's one thing I really like about what you got going on.
Appreciate that.
So what headspace have you been in creatively?
Creatively, honestly, like I'm used to like doing a show and then afterwards having to like figure out what's next. But I feel like this last show, there's a lot of motion that came afterwards. So I just gotta constantly keep moving, keep creating.
The self-reflection, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so I got to experience that in person. That was like one of my first times really seeing your artwork, like for real, like in person. So that was like crazy to me. The details is crazy. Like that's why I had to bring you up here, because I want.
Thank you.
Like you really dope for real.
I appreciate that.
Really
Dope. You was helping out. You basically got to see everybody that came through. So
I seen everybody.
So it was dope experience.
I
for
got
sure.
to see all your pieces. It was crazy. So creatives always got like behind the scene chaos. So what's something that's like that made you go like that had you like feeling like a little on edge about what you do?
I guess as a creative, or as an artist, you always have that feeling of not knowing how your stuff is going to be perceived.
Right.
So I guess that's just something that, even though a lot of people have told me great things about my work, you never know whether a piece is going to sell or a piece is not going to sell, whether people are going to really gravitate towards it, whether people are kind of just going to glance over it. So I guess just the response that I get for each piece of artwork that I do.
Okay, that's a good answer. So I normally do sip or spill, but since you're not sipping today, I guess you're just gonna be spilling. You're gonna be spilling, right?
I don't got a problem with the spill.
Okay, cool. All right. So as a creative director, what's something you secretly judge people for?
I feel like if they ride in trends too much, like a lot of people, as long as something's trending, they just gonna kind of hop on the wave. But I like to. You never really know. When something is hot, it doesn't mean it's necessarily going to last. So I feel like I always try to do things that are going to last with my work rather than just what's hot. Like I feel like just as a creator, as an artist, I know things that are selling right now. If I really just wanted to focus on just selling, I could make stuff to sell. But I feel like my art is like a different lane, honestly.
Okay, so did you ever feel like somebody like seen your work and tried to like take your wave a little bit?
I mean, I would hope so. That means I'm doing the right thing.
I like that answer.
I don't mind influencing people.
Right.
Like I feel like people that are like trying to build their brands up and be influencers, and the ones that like get upset when people are stealing their stuff or people is talking about their stuff. I'm like, yeah, influencer. Like you're supposed to influence people. So yeah, I hope people look at my stuff and kind of get inspired by it or want to take an aspect of it. That means it's working in my eyes.
Right. Okay. I like that answer. Have you ever rejected a project for a petty reason?
For a petty reason?
Yeah.
I'm thinking of like all creative aspects, not just like the art.
Right. Because you do videography, photography.
There's probably been like a video job or something that I said no to just for, just cause, or just cause I feel like rubbed a specific way. But I can't think of anything specific like in my mind about that.
Okay. Have you ever created something because somebody pissed you off?
Yeah, I mean, like, there's art is my expression. So like, I like to go towards art when I'm mad, when I'm happy, when I'm pissed off. So yeah, it's like, let me think of a specific time. Oh, there was basically somebody who was saying, like, I guess this specific type of art won't be successful. And then I went and did it like on 1,000 to show them like it's possible.
Facts, exactly. Yeah. Okay. So getting into that, have you ever like had a friend or someone who's gotten weird like once you got that attention from your art, or attention period from anything that you do?
Now I keep my like friends like really close knit, and a lot of them didn't like switch up. Right, I really don't feel like I attract those close friends that could switch up or would switch up when, like, I guess things get bigger. But there's been just different dynamics in the way I interact with people, given my success and whatnot. But I feel like I ain't big, like I ain't huge. Like I have really good. You are in Plainfield. I guess in Plainfield. But I got good wins that I like to celebrate. But the whole big picture is so much bigger for me that I don't really try to stay focused on things like that. But if people want to come and go and just, I guess, switch up, that's on them. I feel like the people that I really keep close and really care about, I don't gotta worry about stuff like that with them. So.
Exactly. Okay, so do you have anything coming up, any upcoming projects?
Yeah, I'm gonna be at in Art Basel in Miami. That's like a big art festival, not festival, but like it's like Fashion Week but for art. So that's in Miami. I'm gonna be in a couple shows out there. And then I'm looking forward to next year, just scheduling different exhibitions and whatnot and growing. But right now I'm just trying to enjoy the hard work of this year, while also just getting ready for next year. So keeping that book out and just seeing what's the next big project. But I'm always just in the studio trying to create more work. But in terms of what's my next like show or whatever that I'm planning, nothing yet. I'm just being a part of different things that I've been asked to be a part of in Miami. But I'm in a reflective state of the year now.
Okay, that's dope. So I just want to show you one art piece that I really like, and then we're gonna let you explain that piece to them.
Cool.
Right here. So we're gonna put it on the screen for them
Oh,
to
word,
see.
yeah. That's from my new collection. That one's actually still available. So that piece, it was like, I felt like I was at a point where, I guess it's like the beginning of the year, I was at a point where I was like ready to move forward, but not necessarily sure like what had to be done or what I needed to understand, like fully go through and pass on to the next point of my life. And I just feel like at that moment I had to really ground myself spiritually, and having them conversations with myself and God, and being like, what's really next. And so that's what that piece is about. It's called The Doorman. It's like sometimes, like, you go to these hotels, you go to these office buildings or whatever, you can't get to know where you want to go in the buildings until you talk to the doorman first. Exactly. So in this case, the doorman is God. Doorman is ancestors, just a spirit in general. So.
Okay, that's dope. That's different from what I was.
Yeah, I leave it kind of open to interpretation, but that was the feeling behind it for me. What was you? How'd you perceive it?
I was thinking like more of someone who got to a certain point in life, and like, I don't know, I feel like I was just thinking too deep now.
But I mean, there's a couple of different aspects of it, because like, again, like that time for me, it wasn't as heavy as, I guess, other people, but yeah, it also signifies like a breaking point too, where like you've been like pushed to your limit. You gotta like ask God, like, why me? Like, you can also see it in that lens too. But it's just all about transition and, you know, going from a hard time to a good time, or just opening up doors, but just, you know, having that relationship with you and God.
That's dope. That's dope. So you can tell them where to find you, and I want you to give the people a positive message. So.
All right, but you can find me on Instagram, Kyle Olani. And then for my art, for my media stuff, it's prestige.tv. And my overall everything, BeTheRenaissance.com is the whole brand that encompasses everything. And positive message, I would say, you know, like we said before, with consistency. Like, not every day is going to be super productive, but as long as you're working towards something, you're putting energy out and intention out, it's going to come back to you. So just stay consistent with that and be intentional.
Okay, that's dope. Thank you.
Thank you for having me. Appreciate you. Next time I come, we just spill some tea.
Yeah, definitely gonna have to, for sure.
All right, yo.
Tea like.
Hey.
What's tea like? What's tea? What's tea like?
What the fuck is tea?